forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a 2nd and 2. And they'll go right back to Wright. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Hey, 73. Hey, Silver.
Here's Hurts to throw. Wright's got him. Pushes past him. And he's got this down to the 35.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
A give up the middle to Wright. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll give this to Wright, running right.
Shoves him away.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Hurts.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He finds Austin complete.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They'll run on first down with Wright. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Complete to Austin here over the middle.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it.
That is caught by Mitchell. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Jaguars at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
79 Broncos. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Throwing is Hurts. Short throw caught by Bowers.
His first catch good for 8 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. And it's complete to Mitchell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
73.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for Austin. Intercepted.
And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
60 by 6.
Back to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
His third rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Jets.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, 73.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Mitchell. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Out of the gun. Here's a give to Wright. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. A gain of 2.
Let's go now.
Brings up second and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
That's good. We're on Jaguars.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's second and 8.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Complete to right. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
On the handoff, it's right.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll go again here with Wright. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Hurts.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Wright. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And able to get this to the 31.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Wright.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Jacksonville. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. The rain compounding issues here for a possible field goal try. They'd love to obviously get closer, even pick up the first down if they can. It's 3rd down.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Completes it to Austin. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Austin is there and brings in another one.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
King, field king.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Jalen Wright
from 17 yards out.
And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
60 Eagles. Let's go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Set. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. 18 Pioneer. Check up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
2nd down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. This one finds Austin out right. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
63, 63, 63. Great, set.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Easy, 63, 63, back.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This is caught by Waddle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
is something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Wright.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.